absorption, then the union, then the fusion. A dancer lost utterly in his dance is a human no more. Hence the beauty, hence the utter beauty. Even those who are just spectators, even they start feeling something strange, incredible, fantastic happening. It happened that for 9 years before Al-Hilaj Mansoor was crucified, he was confined in a jail, and he was tremendously happy because he used those 9 years for constant meditation. Outside there were always disturbances, distractions, friends, followers, the society, the world, the worries. He was very happy. The day he was put into jail, he thanked God from his very heart. He said, "You love me so much. Now you have given me complete protection from the world, and there is nothing left except you and me." Then the union, then the fusion. Those 9 years were of tremendous absorption, and after those 9 years, it was decided that he had to be crucified because he had not changed a bit. On the contrary, he had gone farther in the same direction. His direction was that what he started declaring, "I am God and Il Haq, I am the truth, I am the reality." You will not find these kind of individuals in the ordinary world. There are people but not individuals, persons but not individuals. A person is a one who has no individuality. He is just an anonymous part of a mass. He lives like they live. He talks like they talk. He eats like they eat. He goes to the movie that they go to. He purchases the car that they purchase. He makes a house like they make. He is continuously following they, the mass, the collectivity, the crowd. He is not himself. He is very confused. His boundary lines are very messy. They are there, but they are in a mess. They are not clear cut. If you look into him, you will not find him there. You will find layers upon layers of conditioning. He will be a Mohammedan because he was born in a Mohammedan house. He will be a Hindu because he was born into a Hindu family. He will be reciting the Gita because his father used to recite it, and his father's father. For ages they have been reciting it, so he is reciting it. It all seems accidental. He has no uniqueness in him. He is just a part. He lives like they live. He dies like they die. He lives their life. He dies their death. He never asserts himself. He is never rebellious. This is the state of the ordinary personality. This is not individuality. Individuality arises only when you become very clear cut, when you attain an original shape of your being, when you do your thing, when you don't care what others say, when you are ready to sacrifice your whole life of your freedom, when freedom becomes your ultimate value and nothing else matters, then you become individual. And this is the paradox. Only individuals can go into the fana, into that utter dissolution, desolation, into that utter disappearance. First you have to be, only then you can disappear. If you are not, then what is going to disappear? First you have to detach yourself from the crowd, only then you can take the jump. So this is the paradox. The man in the state of individuality can go into the state of fun. Only he can go. The mass cannot go into the path because he does not know who he is. He has no address yet. He has no name yet. He has no identity yet. He is just a number. He can be replaced. He is replaceable. He is just a part doing a certain kind of work. He is a function. For example, He may be an engineer. If he dies, you can put another engineer there and nobody will miss him. Or he may be a doctor. If he dies, you place another doctor there. Nobody will miss him. He is a replaceable part. He is a function. But the man of individuality is not a function. He has a totally different kind of quality in his being. He will be missed forever and ever. Once he is gone, you cannot replace him. You cannot replace Jesus. You cannot replace the Pope of the Vatican. Many times you have replaced him. Each time one Pope dies, he is replaced. You can replace the Shankaracharya of Puri very easily. There is no problem. One dies and you put another there. But you cannot replace the original Shankaracharya. You cannot replace Jesus. You cannot replace Muhammad. Once gone, they are gone forever. They exist as unique individuals. That is the state of Baka, and they are the only people capable of going into Fana. It looks contradictory because Fana means losing all your definition, losing all your being. But first you have to have the being to lose it. How you can lose it if you don't have it? How can you renounce it if you don't have it? So the paradox is only apparent. It is a very, very universal law behind it. First you have to have something in order to drop it. First gather together. It is the gathering together, then the silence. First gather together, integrate, become Baka, and then you can go into Fana. When this man was being carried from the cell, the officers who had come to take him out could not find exactly where he was. He was there, utterly there. The whole cell was full of a radiance, a presence, very solid, yet indefinable. They could not enter the cell. They stood there in awe, in wonder, what to do. Finally, they gathered courage. They tried to pull him out, but they could not. Then there was only one way. His master Al-Junaid was asked to come and help because his time was passing and Mansoor had to be crucified and could not get him out. Al-Junaid came and he said, Mansoor, now listen, 1,001 times I have told you to surrender to God. If He wants you to be crucified, then be ordinary and be crucified. Let Him do His work. Enough is enough. And when Al-Junaid shouted, Mansoor came back out of the Fana. Again there was a demarcation line. He was no longer a cloud. He became concrete and solid. The boundaries appeared. The master had come and he had to listen to his master. Then he was taken to the gallows. It was very difficult to kill him. 1,000 wounds were made on his body. Still he was alive. Then they started cutting off his limbs, but still he was alive, because on the cross he again lost the state of Baka and went into the state of Fana. He got lost again into ecstasy, into that energy that is God. God is the energy for a man of the state of Mansoor. God is consciousness for the man of the state of a Buddha. God is love for the Christ. He is not a person. The 3 L's have to be learned. God is love, life, and light. You have heard about the 3 R's. The 3 R's make you civilized. These 3 L's make you religious. Be more alive, so much so that you become one with life. Then let love arise so much that you start overflowing with love. Then you know no boundaries. Then out of a new kind of light starts arising, a luminous light. These 3 L's have to be learned, and those 3 R's have to be forgotten. The word philosophy of Sufism is to approach God as a concept, as a cosmic energy with no concept. Thank you.